now.
Okay.
So you should be able to see something on that page saying live stream. Um, I can't hear anything yet, though, on my end.
Oh, do I have to hit the word live? Because it's like home videos live,
Yeah.
playlist.
Um,
Okay, so, testing audio and video.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. So I click that.
yep.
Okay. Ready?
So,
And it's loading. There you go. I can see it.
can you hear me? Except for,
Okay, now let me turn. Let me. I'm going to turn my phone off.
okay.
Can you hear me? So I'm disconnected on my phone. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I can't hear you. So I can't hear you. I can't hear anything. I cannot hear a doggone thing. Audio, line, speaker, line on two, camera. Okay, I can't hear anything. I cannot hear a doggone thing. So I'm not sure what's happening there. There we go. Can you hear me? You have your headset on. I cannot hear you. I can't hear you. So I'm trying to figure it out here. I don't have it muted. I don't have anything muted. So maybe it's in this. Look at some settings here. Output. Audio. Test, test, test. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Let's see if I can do test, test, test. Test, 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 test. I got monitor and output on all this stuff. Yeah, I don't have any answers. Yeah, you have a mute button. Hold on a second. There's a way to get you a link here. Invite. There it is. Copied. Okay, so edit, paste. Then click that link and you can come in the room.
Hello?
Oh, I hear you.
Okay, good. And I hear
Oh,
you
all right.
too.
That's
Yeah,
the way
it
works then.
it before I went into the group, Rick.
Yeah.
Now, okay, now there's a loop.
So do you have another browser open?
How do I close it?
The one you just clicked a link and it opened another browser, right? To get in the show. When you
Okay,
click that,
yes.
yeah. So close the other one.
The one before it?
Yeah. Or just
Okay.
or just turn the audio off.
I just did.
Okay. Now you
How's
shouldn't have
that?
a loop. Yeah, there's no loop here.
No loop. Okay, so now I know what to do. So in the case of getting to the point of where we are and I get that loop, I just you need to know this.
Uh-huh.
The window that you had previous, close that.
Right.
It's exactly what I did.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
turn the volume off it, the volume control.
I
On
have
that
no idea how
on,
to do that.
on YouTube, if you just on the YouTube video, it's got a volume, a little speaker, and you can turn on or off. But closing it's better. Yeah.
Yeah, so well now I'm in this live. It doesn't even YouTube is gone. YouTube was the link that I was in.
Right. Yeah.
So that's gone. So that's cool.
Yeah. You can even do this from a mobile phone.
Well, I'm sure I can.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I've accidentally got onto some Zoom calls before. Trust me. I don't
Yeah.
know how I
Uh-huh.
got it, but
Yeah.
it was usually based on click that link and you'll be in.
Yeah.
So that yeah. So how's the quality of the sound?
It's fine. It's going through
Okay.
my stereo here.
Yeah, yeah.
My
And you sound amazing. There's no distortion. It's actually really good, high quality.
That's good.
Hey, so when you had that issue on session number 8, where where you lost about 10 minutes, were
Yeah.
you able to pick that back up and then
Yeah.
redo
That was a
the
memory
video?
issue or something with my own computer. It just cut it out,
Uh-huh.
and I had to go and shut it off in control panel, and then turn it back on.
Okay. And it just kind of married everything right back together?
Yeah. So
That's
now
nice.
I'm rebooting every time before I do it in case it's memory that's clogging it up. I don't know.
Okay.
I
That's
got
cool.
32 gigabytes on this machine though.
Is that good? I don't even
Yeah,
know.
that's a lot.
Okay.
That's a
All
lot.
right, so now I did the full screen, so that's cool. So now, obviously, this is slightly different than the
Zoom. Yeah.
Zoom, but that's cool. I mean, so you still use the same equipment powered by StreamYard, whatever that is?
Yeah. Uh-huh. And I got the free
Okay.
version.
Okay. Well,
So
free's
I
good.
can emphasize either one. See that? Let's see. Together.
Yeah. No, I get it.
There, you're the whole one now. Now you're garbly. Now you're garbly. Let me, I'm going to mute your mic and unmute it. Now try.
Test 1, 2. It was all that fooling around. I got you going.
Now talk.
Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you're all garbly. I don't know why. Can you turn your mic off and back on, maybe?
Yeah, I can mute it. Hello, and then back on. Check 1,
Yeah.
2. Check 1, 2. Check, check.
No. No.
Can you hear me at all? Hold on.
Well,
Let me see here. I know that I had, when I first came into this call, it told me that, oh wait, let me look at my settings. Remove from screen. So, okay, let me turn.
there you are.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all I was doing is I tried to do what you did.
Yeah.
I muted, I took myself out, and then I brought myself back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen them have to do that on other people that use this. So sometimes they have to come out and back in. So
Yeah, but
it's not perfect, but
by navigating, I'll at least have some areas of troubleshooting.
yeah.
So all I did is I hovered over the 3 dots that are vertical. I hit that and I hit the stop mic cam, and then it would like kick me out. But then in the bottom there's a label that has mute start cam, and when I hit start cam, it brought me back around.
Now you're garbly again. I think maybe it's the internet connection.
It might be.
You're all garbly again.
So if I get garbly, then basically the best thing for me to do is to mute. And maybe did that help?
No,
Yes, no.
you have to come out and back in, I think. Which
Okay, let's try that. How about that?
no. Let me kick from the room and then you come back in. Come on back in then.
One, two.
There you are. Yep, you're good.
Okay, so it's a matter.
I wonder if it's because of the speed of the internet connection.
Okay, hold on. Let me just.
Hey, there we go.
All right.
Yeah.
So how do I turn? Okay, I'm gonna go back to that YouTube and turn the volume down. I'm gonna try that now.
Okay.
So where do I do that?
On the video. If you click on the video, you'll see a speaker with a volume level thing.
Okay, I've got it. All right. Can
So
you still
now-
hear me?
Yep.
I muted it, so I saw how I can
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
That's good. So I wanted to see some other options. Now, I should be able to hold on a second. I'm just going to see if I'm gonna open up. What's the website, Rick, where I can check out my internet speed? What do you do? You put in there
Let me see.
I had it in there like speed. Yes, something like speed.
Yeah.
Speed test. Speed
Speed
test. I got it.
That's it.
Okay. I knew it was speed something, so I'm gonna run my speed test and tell you exactly what it is. So the first one is like 130, 140. That's megabytes per second. So 144, which is good. And then the upload speed is 12.2.
Yeah, that's the one we use for streaming.
The 12.2.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Upload is always smaller than
okay.
my
So-
download's 43, and it's still figuring my upload, but it's around 22.
Yeah.
What was yours? 12?
Well, my download is 144.4 and my upload is 12.2. But they say as long as you have at least 6 or better, I can do live calls from my laptop.
Well, you're not garbling now, so I don't know what's different.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder
And
why-
it's all wireless. It's up in my bedroom. I can have up to 64 devices
Oh yeah.
on, yeah. I mean, I don't really have anything streaming on there at all.
If you do if you do run a hard line, it'll be faster, especially on
It
upload.
won't. No, it's through T-Mobile. It's not a. I don't have a wire line coming through here. It's just
Oh.
it's just like a cell phone up in my bedroom.
No,
And
but
I have
you got a router, right?
it's a wireless router. It's called a gateway, and
It has a Cat 5 in the back of it. That's what
Yeah,
I'm talking
but
about, a
what-
network cable.
yeah, but what do I plug it into?
Your computer.
Well, that's in my bedroom, and that's at the best
Okay.
signal
Yeah,
area.
all
My
right.
wife is
All
my
right.
wife is sleeping, and
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm not saying to do it. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
just so you know, in any case, in the future or whatever, a hard wired line is a little faster.
that makes
But
sense.
I don't hardwire it either, so
Yeah.
it's a pain. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, here I actually have the CAD cord plugged into the back of my Dish Network receiver, which gives me a decent quality streaming for like on demand.
Yeah. Oh, good.
You know,
Yeah.
but like I said, I never had anything in my house that was internet related. We've been here for over 10 years, and like the closest thing was like HughesNet, and that would have been well over $100 a month for a limited amount of internet. This is unlimited 5G, and there's no throttling down, and it's $50 a month.
Uh-huh.
So, all right, well, at least I did that.
Yeah,
So,
that's good. We figured
yeah.
that out.
yeah, and it's not jarbled right now.
Right. Yeah.
If we get to a point where I'm jarbled, I'll just mute out and
Yeah.
it'll be what it is. I mean, because I've learned now. I was able to, because you said all you have to do is turn the volume down. I'm all froze. Let me see here. I'll get back to the other one. Right here. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
See, I just had to figure this out. Was I moving when I was talking around, or no? I was all froze.
No, no, you're moving.
Oh, I was, because I was actually on the YouTube I went back to the YouTube to take the volume off.
Or you went totally off then. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was in a froze mode. I mean, I saw you
Yeah.
and me, but it was just froze. And so
Uh-huh.
then I did my internet test. So while I was doing all of that, did you see me moving around?
No, the whole picture went black.
Okay.
For me.
So, but at least that's good. Will it always say streamline? Will it always say streamline? StreamYard.
Until I pay
No,
20
but I
bucks.
don't. Yeah, I don't care about
20
that.
It's, I pay $20 a month for it, and then I can stream it to like 3 places instead of one.
I got
And
you.
you get rid of the branding. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. You know
Yeah.
what? That just shows you're humble. You know, you don't have money. You don't have money coming out of your head, so you can do all these fancy stuff.
Well, the truth
That's a
is, I
good
bought
thing.
2 other platforms that didn't work out too well. So, those are still active. I paid over $150 for each of those. So I'm waiting until
Mm.
those expire to pay for this one.
Oh, or I would have complained and got my money back.
Yeah, really.
So, but this is good. I'm learning. This Wednesday, I'm not going to be at church. They would have had the Thanksgiving week. They would have had it tomorrow on Tuesday. I'm actually going up to Green Bay. We're going to be cleaning my my stepson's house, and he's putting us up in a hotel. But then we're coming back Wednesday, so I should be on the Wednesday call,
Okay.
which is at 7 o'clock, correct?
Yeah.
Now, where do I need to go to? Do I have to go? Have I ever registered on your website?
I'm not sure. Let me see.
Because I could go ahead and do that right now, and that way, you would get me. I mean, I don't check my emails hardly at all. I mean, I do try to like hit it once a day, but a lot of it's just spam, and
Yeah.
I mean, there are some things that interest me, so I'll take a peek. But so I try to every day or two, I'll look in the different folders, like one's promotions, one's social, one's
Yeah.
whatever. And
Uh-huh.
I'll just kind of scan to see if there's anything of importance. And then that's it. And then once I back out, that window goes away. Right.
Uh-huh.
And I've married my 2 emails together. I have errorresolution@gmail.com and forrantheman@gmail.com. So I can interchange between both from one spot. I can hit all, and it brings up everything to the forefront. So,
Okay.
but yeah, and the only reason I'm mentioning that is because I didn't get through the entire session 9 today when I was working, because our day was kind of weird, but so I didn't finish, and I want to print it out anyways.
Uh-huh.
But I had noticed that one of the sessions this week, you were mentioning that make sure you register so that you start receiving notifications, and
Uh-huh.
you don't necessarily have to come into one that's already happened, but if you are available, you can pop onto it live. I particularly like the fact that you'll say to anyone, if you're joining us for the first time, be sure to go back and see the previous messages on this subject so you can be up
Yeah.
to speed. I think that's huge.
Yeah. I don't think you're here. I'm searching, as you can
Okay.
see.
No, I don't think so. I would have probably remembered some
Yeah.
sites. I mean, so I can open up a window off to the side, I think.
Yeah.
Let me see here. First of all, let me just kind of bring this down and open up another. Nope, that's not how I wanted to do it.
I can register
Alright.
you here. I can do it right here.
Yeah, let's do that if you don't mind.
And
I gotta find.
what you want for a username.
What kind of a username does it have to be?
Like Rand
Like-
here or something, whatever.
Oh,
Moniker.
okay. So that's just it. Ran here is fine. Yeah, pretty simple.
Okay.
Do I need to write any of this down so that if I'm going in to
When you log in,
I
you'll want your username. I'll leave no space there.
okay.
Easier. And what's your email?
We'll use the forrantheman@gmail.com.
Ran the man.
Yeah, RANTHEMAN. The number
Yeah.
4, RAN, yeah, THEMAN at gmail.com.
You can see it, right?
Yeah, the number 4 in front of Ran the Man.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, let me see here. Let me get the full screen so I can see it better. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, it looks good. All right. Yeah, good.
What do you want? I'll just put,
No, I can give you a password. It's all good.
all right.
Yeah, the number 4, capital A, agape. The number 4, agape, but just capital A.
Yeah.
Okay, for agape 2, the number 2, capital C for the word clean, CLEAN,
Yeah. Huh.
CLEAN, and then the at sign.
Okay.
There's my password. That's a
Or
good one.
Gappy to clean it. Okay.
Yep, just for agape to clean it.
Right. Yeah.
I use that for something else, so that's something I'll remember.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that'll work.
So then I want to, let's see if it needs search by first name. There it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me expand this a minute. So, so I think you're good. Let's see, approve.
Now, do you have other features like, I'm just curious, do you have other features like, do you want to receive a text message that we have a session coming up, or just an email, or both? Do you have that as a
No,
feature?
there's no SMS on this. No messaging.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Not yet.
That's what you get for a free version. Not a lot of bells and whistles. Is that what you're trying
Well,
to
I
tell
can
me?
get the plugin for it. I mean, no, this is not a free version. This is
No,
a
I'm just
courseware site. You've got all this forums. It's got a
no. Well, here
you can upload stuff to it.
I'm involved with Guitar Mastery Method. You know, sometimes they'll have a new class, and I'll get a text message and an email that this is coming up. Only if I register, right? And
Right.
then when you register, it's because
Yeah.
you know what, we're all busy and life happens, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh. But the good
Sure.
news is, even if you miss the live session, don't worry. We know everyone's busy out there. You'll get your playback link as soon as it's over. You know, that
Right.
kind of thing.
Uh-huh. See if you can log in.
Okay. Hold on. I have to hit escape. And all right. So when you say log in, where would I log in from? Do I have to open up a whole new tab?
Just go to livefaith.tv and hit the login button.
All righty. So I have to. How do I make a split screen? Like if I have a Chromebook. Do you know how I do that or no?
You can add a tab, right? Just click the plus.
Yeah, I can hit a tab. Yeah, but when I do appears,
Yeah, you can switch back and forth between them.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was a way to like bring them both up side by side.
Well, you can, but what you got to do is shrink the one browser half your screen, open another browser, and then open it in that one. Put two browsers next to each
I
other.
got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. So then I got you. So I bring the one down to the bottom, right? Like I did. I see the whole thing went away. So I don't know how that is. figure out where I went back. Hold on. Okay, there it is. All right. Well, that's kind of weird. All right. So, what is it? Oh, I bet you I know what it is. Show side panel. Not that one. All right. So let me just try this new tab, and then I'll just come on back in here. So just from the Google search, Live Faith TV,
Yeah.
all one word.
On live, just go to livefaith.tv. That's the address.
Okay.
Type in URL.
I usually just go to I usually just go right to like Google or I usually go into there it is. I generally go to YouTube and I put in
Oh, okay.
Life or Faith Igniter,
Right.
and then I hit your anchor, and then that's what I generally do.
Oh,
And
that
that's
takes
what I
you
did
to,
this last week.
okay.
Yeah, and then because when you hit that, then it has the icons going across, and I hit the word live, and that's how I came onto your deal on Wednesday or
Okay.
Saturday or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Wednesday, last
Yeah.
Wednesday. That's how I did that.
Mhm.
All right, so it says tap to sign in or register. So all right, so let me just try this. Wait, do I have to hit Faith Igniter first?
No, just hit the login. What are you on the site?
I'm on the site. It says tap. Okay. So yeah, it might be going slow. Username required. Is it all one word? No caps? Ran here?
Right. It doesn't matter. It is all one word, ran hair, but caps don't matter on a username.
Okay. All right.
I
Good.
entered it with a capital R and H, but it isn't necessary.
Okay, cool. So it's case
The
sensitive.
password has to be exact.
Okay, I got you. I'm almost there. Okay, that's. Oh wait. Oh yeah, choose a password required. But no wait. I'm already a member, so I must have done something wrong. Log in.
You're
That's
not,
what I need.
yeah, you have to log in. I registered you.
Yeah. No, I got you. All right, log in with email. All right, cool. Here. All right, now we're getting somewhere. See, I was even figuring it out. Okay, now we can try the password and let's see. I like that. We can bring up. Yep, looks good. Sign in and drum roll, please. Oh, wait a second now. Randy Hare. Registering for the site is easy. Just fill in, but it says Randy Hare up at the top right-hand corner, but it still has the registry. It still has the registration information. I can just clear that stuff out because, right?
Just
I've already registered.
hit articles or something on the menu.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So, yeah, so none of that worked. So blog, articles, I can hit that articles, okay. Okay, now I see the articles. Oh, cool. Yeah, very cool. Timeline of the end times, the postponement judgment, basic principle. This is very cool. I haven't been to here at all. Here I've just been going on pure faith, my friend.
There's not a ton here, but I need to keep updating
No,
this on
hey,
a regular basis.
like I said, I've been actually kind of going to the Faith Igniter site through YouTube,
Yeah.
and yes, my thing must be kind of going slow because it's like, all right, that just came up. Faith Igniter, bite-sized teaching of God's word to ignite your faith. That's cool. I like
And
that.
on Richard's books,
now your blog.
on the Richard's books tab, it's got all 20 books of mine there. And the subscription form for the weekly newsletter I added finally.
Okay, now So this is, so the Faith Ignite. Oh, I see the courses. All right. So the Richard's books, I have never seen that one either. So in the Faith Igniter, you've got one.
I just have a couple there. That's a page I'm experimenting with on how to load it up. Got 4 on there. Those are only 2-minute ones, 1 to 2 minutes when I had short hair and glasses.
The bite-sized teaching God's word to ignite your faith. So if they like what they see in any one of these nuggets, these 2 minutes or less,
Right.
nuggets,
Yeah.
that's really cool. It's kind of like a teaser.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
All right. So then you got Richard's book.
There's 20.
Including the key for someone to like free will offering, or
Well, yeah, if you go down, I got the subscription form there.
all right. So subscribe to so I can put that in there, so I can get my. See, when I first got this laptop, I had air resolution at gmail.com. What? Okay. Yeah. No. Oh my God. So someone that from our church, her daughter who's been suicidal, jumped off the Holm Bridge. Was that today?
Oh,
A couple of days ago. She broke her back in 4 places. This is when you kind of wish you would have followed through.
yeah, really.
What's her name? Megan. Okay, I'll be lifting her in prayer. Okay, thank you.
She lived?
I can. She left. Yeah, Holm Bridge.
Wow.
Yeah, that's. I want to say a couple 100 feet up.
Uh-huh.
It's huge. Yeah, she jumped off the Holm Bridge and EMTs came and she broke her back in 4 different places, but she lived because
Wow.
saved her. I mean, I didn't mean to sound cold, but if you're if you're in that trap of obviously every good and perfect gift comes from above, so it certainly wasn't God leading her. And
Yeah.
I just never ever can fathom one taking their life. I've had bad moments in my life where it's like nothing can be worse than this, and it's like, but the idea of, well, maybe I need to check out never occurred to me. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. It does, though. A lot of people do that. Hmm.
So I'm just registering for your weekly newsletter so I can put my first
Yeah.
newsletter in, right? I already have my email in there so I can subscribe there, all right? So that's done. That's cool. And then the field disappears, is that correct?
Yeah.
As soon as I hit subscribe, my email and my name disappeared. Okay, cool. There's your mission statement off to the side. That's cool. Faith, hope, and love. Okay. Why the definition? Okay. That's cool. So I'm just kind of skimming over here. See, you've actually written 20 books. When you and I first came in contact, you only had what, a half dozen at that time?
Yeah. I had,
Okay,
yeah, not much.
okay, all right.
But these were all done in the last like 4 or 5 years.
Okay, all right. So the yeah, the book on why, read this book in 10 minutes. And
Yeah.
I never knew about that one. I have the life, death, and life beyond death, and the salvation, and God's purpose in creation. I have that one. I don't have irrefutable proof.
That's actually in the consummation one, God's purpose in creation. I just took it out as a separate book.
Okay.
So you do have it, but not in its own cover. I'm going to send you this one, Aeonian Times Charts. That's awesome.
I don't believe I don't believe I have the Onion Times, but I did go through the video series
Yeah.
of that.
Well, this is a
And I'd
picture
like to do
book.
it again.
Let me show you this.
Oh,
I'll share my screen.
all right, hold on. I gotta get back to. All right, there we go.
I gotta share the screen here. All
Yeah,
right.
you know, I know what you're referring to, like minimizing the screen, but whenever I minimize something, it literally goes back to my full screen being open, like ready to, like I got a lot of different tabs open from things that I've been doing.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And so I can click onto like this one with a guitar. I see your split screen. Let me make this a full screen so it's a little bit better on my end. There we go. All
Yeah,
right,
it's,
I'm
I
seeing
can't
it.
get the whole thing on here, but maybe I can shrink it. Hold on. There we go.
Yeah.
So this thing is it's joined in the middle over here. So these all unfold. This talks about God's purpose in creation, what an eon is, Eonian times, forever and ever. This chart shows how to identify the eons. So it shows the verses for the current eon.
Take my picture out of the equation and make it more of a full screen on your end.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah. Because you had the ability to like bring me into a small little picture and make you much bigger. Right?
Yeah. Let me see if it's not shifting. Oh, there we go. Starting to shift.
Something started to shift. Talk about multiple mirrors. There we go.
Oh, look at all the windows.
That was impressive. That was pretty neat. There we go.
That's
There we
because
go.
I was showing that. All right.
Yeah. And then you can bring your percentage down a little bit more, and then I can get the full. If you're at 82%,
Uh-huh.
and bring that probably down to 60, or right. Because let's get 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half columns. I don't know how many columns total.
That's the best I can get is like right there.
All right, it is what it is. I mean, you can move it around as you want to, right? I mean, you can, yeah. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just a half of that. There you go. That's
Okay.
all 5.
You just can't read it anymore.
No, no, that's fine. No, it's all
So
good.
anyway, I'm going to send you. Yeah, I'm going to send you this chart.
Bigger.
But here's how you identify the current eon. It's got verses that talk about this present eon and the eons gone by, the verse about before the eons, which means they had a start somewhere. If there's a verse about before
Is
the
that
eons.
the first heaven and earth? Is that before verse 2 of Genesis 1?
No, before the original creation altogether. The original creation was the first eon, so it just goes back to before the first creation, before the first earth. And this verse is about the conclusion of the eons, which shows that they end. There couldn't be a conclusion if they didn't end, right? So, and the 5 worlds in God's word. This is the tabernacle system. It shows the same thing in distance from God as the eon show. And I have a chart that combines all of them here. This is deep stuff, man. And it's so good. I mean, it's so accurate. So then I go through the eons themselves. Well, I start with eternity past. That's before the eons. And these unfold. So that's the left side of the page, and that's the right side. See?
Yeah, no, I see the whole thing.
Yeah. Then that's the left side of the first eon, the right side. What's the disruption? I got all the verses for disruption listed here. I mean, this is a whole little study thing in itself. I got the verses that relate to eon, ion, and related verses over here on every eon. So there's a second eon, ignorance. What happened there when the earth was one landmass? And the third eon, evil. And I got 4 plates on this one because there's a lot of evil. There's the rainbow covenant. There's Christ ending the eon with his return. Then we get to the kingdom, the 4th eon. Then we get to, there's Ezekiel's temple, the one that's going to be built in the kingdom. Then you get to the new creation. And then what? Yeah. Then I'm sending you this all bound up. It's 42 pages, but it has God's entire plan in it, really, from the Word. And this is the part nobody teaches: the consummation after the new earth, the consummation, the verses, what happens, everything. And then eternity future. Then there's the this is the whole thing laid out: eternity past, creation, ignorance, eon, and all the events. Isn't that something? All the major events for each eon. And then this, you're garbly again. Can you come back in? No, you had to come back out and back in.
All right, so
Pain in the butt, I know. There we go.
is that better?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Nice. All right. Well, hey, I'm getting better at it.
Yeah.
Who knows? When I get really good, I'll have it all done in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Like control, space, whatever.
So what do you think of this baby?
Well, I love it.
There's the consummation.
So it's laid out in a like a slide presentation format.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. No, I like it. I like it a lot.
There's the whole thing in mini form. Without the eons, it just shows. And so that it does have the last eon. So we're in the third one. It ends with our meeting the Lord in the air. And that starts this one. But the eon of the eons refers to those final 2 eons, the millennial kingdom that ends in the great white throne here, and the new heaven and earth. Those are called the eons of the eons. They're like the cream of the crop, you know, like the Lord of Lords. You got the eon of the eons here, and it's also called the eon of the eon. But all these 3 phrases are translated forever and ever. So forever ends here. Forever ends here.
Go ahead.
And forever and ever ends here.
All right.
The consummation.
So now I got a question for you. All right. So the rapture is the perforated line right there. Yep, that's what I thought. So where is that? Where is the signs? Okay, so there were the seals, and then the vials, and then the trumpets. All right,
that's not all in here. I just have it all under Christ returns. So I'm working on a new one now, like this. That's just on the book of the unveiling and Daniel.
Because am I correct to understand? Is my understanding correct that the rapture doesn't have anything to do with the trumpets? Does it?
Right. No, it doesn't. Not at all. It's a different set of trumpets.
See now, and churches have that all wrong. They're like saying at the last trump, the dead in Christ will rise. But that is accurate in terms of those that are asleep, right? Or no? I don't.
For the rapture, it's a different trumpet, though. That trumpet, that 7th trumpet, is judgment. It's a trumpet of judgment. It has nothing to do with saving the church. And there's no resurrection. There's no resurrection at the 7th trumpet. And there's nobody saved at the 7th trumpet. if you read it. It isn't until years later.
Okay.
You know, it isn't until
Right.
75 years after Christ returns that he actually raises the dead. So it can't be referring to the rapture where the dead and the alive are raised at once. See,
75 years or 75 days.
75 days. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay. All right. No, that's
So,
okay. I've been trying to listen anyways.
yeah, this event is the dead and alive at once. It's a totally different event.
Okay. So the seventh trump, is that the last trump? That's my question.
Of that series, there's another Trump when they enter the
Okay.
millennial kingdom. So it's just talking the
Okay.
last one of that series. The last Trump, even if there's one, it can be called the last Trump because there's only one in that series, believe it or not.
Okay.
So, yeah, no, it doesn't fit that trumpet in Revelation. Besides, that's not called the last Trump anyway. It's called the seventh Trump,
Okay.
right? He never calls it the last Trump.
Again, my ignorance or lack of knowledge is the
Yeah.
very reason why you got this guy saying this and that guy
Yeah.
saying that.
Yeah. But see, when they
Okay.
say
And
that,
also why.
so
Go ahead.
it just says it's the seventh Trump. They see it's the last in the series there. So they say, oh, that must be the last Trump. That's the Trump that has to do with, yeah.
People are destroyed because of a lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, you're taking 3 parts of the recipe and thinking you know how to make a meal.
Yeah. And I end it with a little article, Understanding God's Purpose and Plan. Anyway, I'll send you that one.
Yeah, cool. So you got so there's Eon, Ion, Eonian, right?
Yeah, English is eon, Greek is ion, and ionios. English is eon and eonian. And eon's a direct transliteration of ion, A-I-O-N. It is actually that word in English. And an eon is a period of time.
The reason these translators, was it laziness or they just felt that it was a flow of communication? People aren't using the word eon generally in their communication, or
By the 4th century, they had eternal damnation so ingrained in their doctrine that they made, when those people translated it, they already had religious beliefs. They were Catholics, most of them, and they had their doctrinal beliefs already, and they used that bias. So that is the most mistranslated word in the Bible. And when you work through it, it can't, they even don't translate it consistently. They translate it like about 8 different words or 12 different words, everything from ever to course to world. They translate a number of times world. It's a period of time. It's not a world. And they're just inconsistent. When they did the King James, there were several teams that worked on it, and they didn't have any standard between them. So they all did their own thing. Now, the cool thing they did was they put copious notes in the first edition and showed all the trouble they had and gave alternate readings for the Bible student. But the church says, oh, we can't have that. That'll confuse people. And they ripped it all out of the second edition. And so we lost all the work that they did. And they'd say this word could be this or this. We were not sure. But they stripped all that out of there.
okay.
But they had a bias when they did the translation, and it was definitely biased towards eternal damnation. The word damnation appears like 3 times in King James. It's not in the Greek.
Mhm.
It's the word judgment. It's the same word they translate judgment. It's not the word damnation at all. But because they had that bias, anybody God's judge, he's got to damn, right?
You know what word doesn't appear in the King James Bible at all, which kind of shocked me?
What?
The word sacred. Sacred.
Oh, really? Well,
Really?
holy
I'm like,
does.
Holy does. Sacred does not. And I'm like, well, that's weird. Because this guy was talking about, there was a message that was being done, and he was talking about sacred promises. And I So I type up sacred. I'm like, no, I have an app that it's a
Yeah.
Jakarta Bible app. So any word, I mean, if I type in like, the word holy, for example, right now, and I hit enter, the word holy is 6 times, period, from Old Testament to New. Every single verse, the word holy appears, but when you put in the word sacred, 0, nothing. Like, what?
So you see what I got here?
Yeah, I see that.
So that's the word you look for.
I'm referring to the word in the King James Bible.
In English, yeah, and you're right. But if
But if you take a look at what does that word come from, it is in the Bible.
yeah, so that's the word to find out if they actually use the word, even though they didn't translate it that way, right? Just to find out if it's actually there, we would look this up in Young's,
Okay.
which is downstairs, and I don't want to go get it now, but I'll leave this window open and do it. Do it. That's interesting. I'll find out.
Well, the Bible study was really good. I was enjoying it. And so I said, I wonder, he was talking about sacred fires or something like that, right? So
Uh-huh.
I just want to find out where's he getting this from. So I typed in the word sacred. I couldn't find it anywhere. I'm like, okay, the message is still pretty good though. But it stuck with me.
Let's go with that same word in Strong's. Here it is. Here it is. Heros. Sacred, a sacred thing, a temple. Properly sacred, associated with God's sanctuary, temple. So it's used here. Them that sacred and imperishable, sacred services, 1 Corinthians.
So let me look at Mark 16:20. Since that's a verse, right?
Okay, in King James, they translated holy. See, this is the New American Standard. It's sacred, which is what it should be. But here's another error by King James. Well, let's call it holy, which is hagios, a completely different word. That's what pisses me off, Randy. We're students of the Bible. We go in, I think every time I see this, I'm thinking hagios from memory, right? What holy is. It's a different word. Hyros, sacred. So NAS is correct on that. And the whatever INT is.
Let me look at this. So Mark 16:20, and they went forth and preached everywhere, and the Lord working with them and confirming the word with signs following. That's it. So Corinthians, what was that? 1 Corinthians. All right.
What did Mark 16:20 say? Did it have holy in it?
It did not. It had, and they went forth and preached everywhere, the Lord working with them and confirming the word with signs following. Amen.
All right. Let me see where they're getting this. They now, having gone forth, preached everywhere, the Lord working with them, and the word confirming by the accompanying signs, and moreover, instructing to Peter promptly to report over these. What the heck? So it's not even there.
Not at all.
So is strong here? I guess. Them, the sacred and imperative. That's just a wrong reference. It's got to be something else. So let me look up this. The sacred and imperishable. This is how we do research. Very clumsily. Proclamation, see if it's in the Bible here somewhere. Bible verse.
Uh,
16:20. Oh, after that, Jesus sent himself out through them from east to west, the sacred and imperishable proclamation of eternal salvation.
Okay.
So let's look at King. What was King James? KJV. Yeah. It's interesting. We find this out of the blue.
16 and the 20.
So what they're saying is some texts have more to that, more to that verse.
Yeah, and King James has removed some words from that verse.
Right. So now this is the interlinear. So they now having gone forth, preach everywhere the Lord working with them, and word confirmed by their accompanying signs, all moreover instructing to Peter promptly they reported with moreover these. And so Jesus after that, from east, from the west, through the sacred and imperishable. The word order in Greek is different. That's why this is like this. The translation puts it in the order that we use. But so sacred, I guess they just dropped half this verse. Huh. Interesting. But so anyway, I can't stay around too much longer. You probably got something to do too.
Yeah, no, it's cool. We figured out at least the
Yeah. Yeah.
what time? It's Sunday. It's Wednesday at 7:00, right?
Yeah.
What's your subject this week going to be?
I think I'm going to go through the word teleotes, translated perfect everywhere. You know, the ministries are given for the perfection of the saints, that word. Because it doesn't mean perfect. It means
The word perfection is in there 11 times. As perfection.
yeah. So teleotes, it actually means adjustment. Adjustment. First uses when they were mending their nets in the ships. Well, any fisherman knows you don't mend nets in a fish. You don't have enough room. You mend the nets on the shore, but you adjust the nets in the boat for the next catch. You adjust those little square things. So it means adjust, and the ministries are given here to adjust the saints. Or if you want an adjustment in terms of humanity, would be maturing. So to mature the saints is a good translation of it. Paul wants to present us all perfect in Christ. That's impossible if it's perfect, but he can present us mature. Mature in Christ. So anyway, it'll be on that, I think.
Very cool.
All right, man. Thanks for your help.
Oh, you bet. Thank you.
Yep.
When are you sending those books?
Huh?
When are you sending those books?
This week. Yeah, I got to print a couple of them out yet, but I got one printed. I'll print out a couple more, and I'll send them this week.
Sounds great.
All right, man.
Good friend.
Book rate is cool. You can send, if you have to send books, send book rate. It's a lot cheaper.
Book rate. What do they mean?
I didn't even know about it. Somebody told me. I took 3 of my books. They wanted $19, and I said, "Oh, book rate" at the post office, and it was $3.95. All right, I'll see you, buddy.
All right, love you, bro.
God bless.
All right, God bless.
Bye bye.